All right. We're back. Like we never left. Standing on
We
some.
are back.
Yeah, we're back. Just when you thought we were gone, we're not. But not only are we back, we have a new host.
We adopted a child.
A new guy. There he is.
Oh my
What's
God.
up, everyone? It's me.
Welcome back. You were on the pod before, but yeah, now we're a trio. So we got more minds, more arguments, more disagreements,
Mm.
more love too. So we'll see how it
I
goes.
love.
Of course.
Exactly. And the other change is now we're only football for right now. We'll see what happens in the future, but only doing college and NFL.
Yeah.
So
We couldn't do it all. We're not Superman.
we got full-time jobs now, so gotta take what you can get. Besides you, Matt. I guess you can't.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. So with that being said, I guess we can just hop right into some college football. We're gonna start off. We're gonna do some predictions. So when it comes to like college football this year, like, are we talking about teams, or are we doing type of like Heisman right now?
I say we go teams.
Teams. All right. So I guess we can start off with like what teams. Let me just pull up the rankings real quick. All right.
Because are we doing conference winners?
Yeah. We can do that.
So I say we start with the ACC because that's
The
what they're
ACC?
alphabet. Yeah.
Okay. I also like just share this on my screen too, just like we have the rankings up, everyone can see it too. Like, so you want to talk about the rankings first, or you said conferences?
We can do the rankings first.
All right, sweet. All right. So right now we got Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon. So what do y'all agree with the rankings? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think the top four are right.
Including order.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I right now, one of the things I disagree with, I think I'm swapping Texas and Georgia on the sole fact that I'm trusting Quinn Ewers to come back and be a absolute monster this year.
You're bringing Texas up to number one.
That one is
Texas
No,
at one.
I disagree with that. Like, ain't no way. But because I feel like for me, it's Georgia and Ohio State are like 1A, 1B right now. Now I think eventually Oregon is going to be the top team, but I think those two are because like Georgia. I mean, they lost a few people, but they're like the only team that's returning like the same quarterback and has a good defense. I feel like Texas. I mean, they lost their like top 3 wide receivers basically. So
And their top 2 defensive linemen. Yeah, I know.
and the rest of the team is probably in jail.
Oh my.
Okay, that's a good point.
Might be.
That's a crazy statement.
So I
All right, okay, but so you're saying that, but having Georgia as one is crazy, Sean. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, that is actually.
Okay, well, they get out of jail because they have good lawyers.
All right, anyways,
okay.
It's like a sleepover.
But
that's fair. I feel like okay. Georgia, I'm okay with at number 1. I like Ohio State and Georgia to me are like 1A, 1B. Oregon, I'm okay with that. I think they'll be number 1 eventually. I like what they got going up there. But wait, so Sean, what do you not? You said you like the top 4. Do you don't like Alabama there?
I think we should go talk about 5 through 10. I would put Alabama at probably 8.
And just move everyone else up.
Not because I think Penn State is better. I think right now Ole Miss has like better players. But I think Alabama will be like top 4 at the end of the year, top 5. But since Nick Saban's gone, like that's a pretty high ranking for a team that we don't know how they play.
I kind of agree with that. I mean, I know like Kalen DeBoer wasn't their like Alabama's first option. Like they they reached out to like Sarkisian at Texas and Dan Lanning at Oregon. So I think Kim DeBoer is like the best guy that actually accepted the job. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're like. I think their offense is going to be really good because Washington's offense was super good last year, but it's going to be interesting to see like how that affects the recruiting and like everything else going on this year because they had so many people transfer out, like what Caleb Downs with Ohio State. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I think that's like a money thing.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they do end up being good, but I feel like it's just like so soon to be putting them number 5 when we haven't seen what Kalen DeBoer would be like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of agree with that. I wouldn't put them above Penn State, but Ole Miss, yeah, I'd probably put an Ole Miss over Alabama too.
I think hot take. It's not even hot, but I think Penn State. Let me look at their schedule real quick. Okay, so they play Ohio State. Oh, okay. I thought Ohio, or like Penn State had a tougher schedule, but they don't play Michigan, and
Okay.
That's nice.
they're home against Washington, so they might make the playoffs just because their schedule's easy.
Yeah. I think they're probably losing to Ohio State. Ohio State, I think, is going to be – I mean, everybody came back this year. Like, they're out for vengeance.
But it is at Penn State, so they'll do a whiteout.
Okay. That's true, and that's huge. I think that the only team I see Ohio State losing to is Oregon. I honestly think Oregon is going to be the best team this year when it's at the end of everything. But that's foreshadowing for what I'm going to go later. But
when you guys are talking these rankings, are you talking today or at the end of the season, like projecting?
I guess it's like today. Today, I'd say more
Because
I mean it's hard to really tell, but like I guess a little bit of both in a way. Because I think Oregon's going to be good at the end of the year, but I understand like why they're 3 because Ohio State and Georgia, they have like the most consistency, like returning in my opinion for those good teams. One team though that I feel like should also be down more, kind of like the Alabama thing, is Michigan. I mean, losing Jim Harbaugh, I think they had like 17 players go, at least leave the program. Like, so I just they're losing. They lost a lot of people to like still be 9 is crazy.
They lost Harbaugh and they lost their defensive coordinator. I think it's Minter or Winter. I can't remember what it is. And apparently, like for everything I've read, he's on the Chargers now. For everything I've read and everything I've like heard on podcasts and everything like that, apparently he's amazing. Like he's apparently like on a tier of Mike McDonald as a defensive coordinator, supposedly.
Ooh, and he gets Bosa and Khalil Mack.
Mm-hmm. So just both of those are like super big losses.
Yeah, and I mean JJ McCarthy.
Yep. Sean's favorite player.
Oh, I already have this year's like JJ McCarthy, like the quarterback that I despise.
I mean, he's already out for the year.
Yeah, and I wish him a speedy recovery. I was actually kind of a clean slate and say he did good in preseason, and then he tore his meniscus.
All right, that's on you. That's on you.
That's not on me. Anyway, all right, 11 through 16. We'll go 16.
That sounds good.
I think Utah is.
Wait, can we talk Florida State? Are they going to be any like they lost a lot of people too, right?
Yeah, but they're bringing in DJ.
How do you say his last name? Yeah.
His last name. And when you play in the ACC, who has like 4 good teams,
it's fair.
No, I agree with that, and I think they'll. I mean, I have bias against Clemson, obviously, but I think they'll be better than Clemson this year. I mean, I think they're also kind of out for vengeance as well after everything that happened last year with not being put in the playoff. They did lose players from that, but I thought they have a chip on their shoulder because of that too.
I will say current ranking, I wouldn't rank them 10, but end of the year they'll be top 8 just because of their schedule.
Interesting. Okay. I think Missouri is a good ranking. They didn't lose really anybody. They got a good coach. Luther Burden's coming back.
Luther Burden's
I like Missouri there. What were you going to say about Utah, Sean?
I think they're overrated. Cam Rising's back from like his 7th year. They play in the Pac-12, which is abysmal.
Okay. I guess we can the Pac-12. It's Big 12 now, but
Big 12, buddy.
Yeah, they played in the Pac-12 last year, which was terrible.
Okay.
So
okay,
they
fair.
look good every year because they're the only team that plays defense.
Okay. But okay. So I guess we can like tie this into like conference champions as well. Like, who do you think's going to win the Big 12?
Give
Me personally,
Oklahoma State.
I asked you.
wait, Matt, you said Oklahoma State?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not picking Utah or Oklahoma State. They're both bad.
Who are you choosing?
So I went with like a winner and then a dark horse. So I think Arizona's going to win it. And I think Kansas, if they stay healthy, could win it.
I disagree with both of those.
You probably said Utah because you like Utah.
I've never been to Utah. I don't have anything for Utah.
You look like you're from
I do think Utah. I mean, Cam Rising. I think they're the easily the best team in their conference.
You're
they're
just
the-
not. You're not good.
What are you talking? They've been good for like 5. They've been good. They're always in the top 25. I think you can't really say that. I
They
mean,
play in the Pac-12 that plays no defense. So if you have one defensively good team, you will win 90% of your games.
and almost all the Pac-12 went to the Big 12. You think it's going to be different? Okay, the only team that I see like giving them a run for their money though is Oklahoma State.
Don't say Oklahoma State very well. If you say Ollie Gordon out that team, you don't know a player on that roster. I guarantee.
On who?
On Oklahoma State, if you take Ollie Gordon off that roster,
Ollie Gordon.
Alan Bowman.
Yeah, sit down.
you
Be humble.
just Alan Bowman is one of the quarterbacks. That's kind of stuff.
7th-year quarterback. He's got that experience.
I don't hate the Arizona pick though, but I do think they're at a huge disadvantage losing. I've heard their coach's name, but he went to Washington after Kalen DeBoer left, which was kind of like I wish that didn't happen because honestly they would have been really good, but they may still be. Who knows?
It
But-
personally made no sense. I mean, it was definitely like a money thing to move, but like I would have stayed in Arizona.
That's what you say until the bag's in front of you, buddy.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I'm not even seeing. Where's Washington? Is Washington even ranked? I
No,
haven't.
they're not ranked.
No,
Jeez.
Others
How
even
might
go-
have fallen?
Oh yeah, they got some receiving votes. All right, who else is up here? LSU. I think that's fine. They did. I mean, I do think they're going to be good, but I do think 13's pretty high for like starting the season. They're going to have a brand new quarterback. Both their top wide receivers are gone now.
Yeah, but I
So-
think if I'm not mistaken, they're like third string wide receiver last year. Could have been like a starter on any other team.
That's true. They are wide receivers.
When you were behind both of their guys, it was like impossible.
Okay. So I guess I don't know. They could be lower. I can see why they're up there, but I think it's 13 might be a little high for them.
So
Same
we
thing with
have the debate right now.
what?
We're seeing a lot of SEC teams. So who do we have winning the SEC?
Do we have winning the SEC?
Yeah.
Texas. I already made that known. I already made that known.
Interesting. Okay. Honestly, I think Georgia. I think the championship's going to be Texas Georgia. That's going to be such a good game too. Well, they play during the regular season too. I think Georgia though.
I'm going with Alabama.
I think Quinn Ewers just is so much better than both Jalen Milroe and
I
Carson
think
Beck.
Jalen Milroe is going to be the number one quarterback in the draft.
I don't hate that. I honestly like. I do think Jalen Milroe is really good. Quinn Ewers is good too, but I think Jalen Milroe like translates better to the NFL with like now like moving towards like the rushing and everything. Carson Beck, I feel like is overrated, but I also feel like that whole team.
You
And Kirby
said it
Smart
right there.
Kirby Smart's the best coach in college football now. That
Carson Beck is this year's JJ McCarthy for me.
Honestly, I can get behind that.
won the national championship.
When you play behind freaking 20 plus draft picks every year, I can be a national champion.
Sure you can. Okay.
But I do think, as like a dark horse in the SEC, I think Oklahoma can make some noise.
Interesting. I would love one team I'd love to see win is like Ole Miss or Missouri. I feel like you never really. I feel like they always like do well. Or Missouri, they're kind of out of nowhere. But Ole Miss, I feel like every once in a while they'll do well and then kind of like die at the end of the year. But maybe this is the year that they don't like.
You don't want them to do well.
Why? Oh, well, like Juice Wells.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they took Juice.
they didn't take Juice. Juice left us.
Yeah, Trader. If he's watching this, I know he is. That's messed up.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Didn't
He could,
and I see Missouri just
but what?
Missouri just lost their like best defensive line player to, like for the season, Darius Smith. I think he's out for the season.
I did not see that.
That might put a damper on things.
Yeah.
It's gonna flip it upside down. Another ranking. I'm kind of skipping a little bit ahead. I think the other ones are pretty good until we get to Miami. I feel like they're always ranked and they're never good. But I do think that if of any year that they might actually be good, it would be this year because of like their transfer Cam Ward. Now I still don't think they're going to be great, but I don't know. I feel like they're overrated every single year because of their name.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of money in the program, so they can bring in like top players, but the development is like terrible.
Also, like, I mean, Miami's like known for being like, like a party city. Like, if you're going to college down there, you're making millions of dollars. There's so many distractions down there versus like Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like it makes sense. Like, I'm not surprised at like that kind of stuff, but because of that, I feel like they're overrated every single year. I think there's a lot of reasons I go into it, but that's one reason.
I think looking towards the bottom, I think NC State is low. Every year they overperform. And like that's the main reason I got it. Just every year they overperform, and I feel like they're going to come out and do the same exact thing this year. They're going to be people are going to sleep on them. And they're going to come out and beat teams they have no reason beating, like they do every year.
This is the first time they have a quarterback that's actually like any good. So I think I don't like NC State, but I think they're going to be like top 20, top 15 maybe.
I also, I mean, they're playing the ACC, like not of the Power Four now, like the weakest conference, but also
no, it's not. The Big 12 is literally.
Well, this is about to be a debate.
I don't want to. Okay. Anyways.
Okay, name one player on Oklahoma State outside of Ollie Gordon. Okay, and Alex Bowman or whatever his name
is. That doesn't matter. I can't tell you people on NC State.
All right. Well, obviously you don't do your research.
Okay. All right. I have my thoughts though. Can you tell me two players on NC State?
Yeah, Grayson McCall and Noah Rogers.
All right. Anyways, but I was gonna help out NC State. I was gonna say every time I play college football 25 and I sim, they like NC State is always like a top like 15 team. They're always so good in the game, and obviously that's
Nevada.
So okay. I think like a last question, like before we like close off the rankings, are there any teams that like didn't make the rankings that y'all think will be good this year or like got snubbed in a way?
Wait, go down to the like receiving votes. I think I'm not saying that they should have been ranked, but I think if you look at Louisville, Virginia Tech, SMU, and probably Liberty, I think there's a strong case for all four of them.
Okay.
And if you replace like Texas A&M or like Iowa
or Miami,
yeah, but like you said, I do think if years a year, Cam Ward is the best quarterback they've had in years.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Another team that's like low-key a sleeper, they're also down the receiving votes, is Kentucky. I feel like they also kind of finally have a quarterback. What's the name of the guy? Like Vandegrift? I don't want to say his name. But like he was like a 5-star going into Georgia. I think he has some untapped potential possibly. We obviously haven't seen like what he can do. So if he like shows up to what he was predicted to do, I think they could be an interesting team to watch. Obviously, Colorado is going to be fun to watch no matter what. And another team that I am, like we mentioned this earlier, but Washington, I think to me, I mean, obviously they've been good for years, but coaching change, a lot of people transferring, Michael Penix leaving, all the wide receivers going to the NFL. I think they're going to be an interesting team to watch. It's going to be so different than what we've seen in years past. But
I mean, they literally had an NFL wide receiving core like Washington did. That wide receiving core would have started on multiple different rosters in the NFL.
100%. I mean, Adunze went top 10.
Odunze Polk, and I'm totally blanking on the third guy's name.
I think it's McMillan.
It's like
into the third round. So that's crazy. I think another team too. I don't really care too much about them, but Nebraska, they got Dylan Raiola, Matt Rule.
Yeah, but the issue is you play in the Big Ten, and there's.
So who do you think? What conference do you think stronger now? SEC or Big Ten? Who do you think, what conference do you think is better?
SEC still.
SEC.
SEC. Okay, I agree. But I do think the gap closed.
Is getting closer. Yeah,
for sure. But Texas and Oklahoma joining SEC also kind of I think Big Ten brought it closer with that move. Mainly Oregon. I think Oregon's the best one. I think UCLA and USC are kind of overrated. But we should see what happens.
What I would like to see, now that we have 4 power conferences, they should do a ACC versus Big 12 and Big 10 versus SEC challenge.
That'd be fun.
I think
they won't do it because there's a risk that your top team would get eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 3. That would be pretty cool. I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. All right, so college football. I think the last thing that I'd like to talk about this week for college football, we got more coming, so stay tuned every single week. Standing on Sports. Anyways, is Heisman predictions. What are y'all thinking?
So I have a top 5.
Top 5. Who's your number 1?
Jalen Milroe.
Interesting. Okay. So wait, why? So you think Kalen DeBoer is going to be really good for Alabama then?
I think offensively they'll be really good. I think the defense will regress, but I also think Georgia will regress. I think the skill gap in the SEC this year is going to be the closest in years to come.
The difference between the top and the bottom team, or okay.
I believe Tennessee, Missouri, Ole Miss could all if they schedule and play, or if they're playing Alabama or Georgia, they can beat them.
I think it's closer than it has been, but I still think, if anything, I just think Alabama in a way kind of went down a tier, but they could go back up. I think Georgia and Texas are on a tier of their own. I think they're gonna walk across everything.
I forgot that Texas was in the SEC. Okay, Texas and Georgia right now I would have them tier 1.
Tier 1, okay.
Alabama I've had tier 2 by themselves.
Interesting.
And then I put Missouri, Tennessee.
I put Ole Miss up there with Alabama though. I mean, they're not proven, but also this new Alabama team also isn't proven.
Yeah, I don't know. I think obviously we'll have to wait until they play an actual game. That's for one.
Yeah, we're mouthing off predictions, but
yeah,
this is fun though.
This is what we do.
You still got so Jalen Milroe's your number 1 for Heisman.
Yeah.
All right. Matt, what are your thoughts?
I've been saying it all show. It's Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers gonna get that Heisman.
All right.
Get that Heisman. Interesting.
Quinn Ewers get that Heisman, and I think that I don't know. I think that Luther Burden will be up there too, because I feel like this year is weaker at quarterback, and I think Luther Burden is going to be absolutely cracked at receiver. And
I also think it's weak at wide receiver though too.
Mm-hmm. But after him, or it's him and the Arizona kid. I can't remember his name. Right? Mick something.
I think it's McMillan as well.
Yeah, I know. Let me see.
The same as the Washington guy.
They brothers?
No.
Could be.
Okay. I think Quinn Ewers could eat. I think that's a good safe pick. My pick, I'm for Heisman. I don't know. It's kind of like a dark horse pick, but I think it's gonna happen. I think Dylan Gabriel of Oregon is going to win the Heisman.
This man is high on Oregon, like I'm high on Texas.
I think they're going to be good. They're going to be good. They got cool. They got the best jerseys too.
Oh,
yeah, because that gives you a Heisman if you have the best.
Yeah, we're
jersey.
picking based on jerseys now. That's geez.
Okay. No. Okay, I got reasoning though. They don't like the reason why I take Alabama out and Jalen Milroe is because like new coaching and all that. So my eyes were kind of between Quinn Ewers and Dylan Gabriel, but like that was kind of like my top two that I was thinking about. But then I went with Dylan Gabriel because I mean they got Evan Stewart now, wide receiver, and they just got that Tez Johnson's back now as well. I just feel like his consistency at wide receiver. Now Texas, they'll probably have good wide receivers, but I just think he has better weapons to deal with. I also think that he plays Oregon's schedule. They play Ohio State. I think if he beats Ohio State, I think that's such a statement win. That
They're not going to beat Ohio State.
The problem is the Ducks offense is so not conducive of a Heisman win. It's like it is a check down offense. It is there's a reason that Justin Herbert was so underrated when he was coming. It's because the entire offense was based around short plays and stuff. I think it was Herbert.
What was Dan Lanning the coach when that?
I'm pretty sure.
No.
No, he wasn't. Oh, well, even then, people said the same thing about what is it, Nix, right?
Bo Nix.
Yeah, they said the same thing about him. It's like, oh yeah, he can't throw down the field. He just all he did was check down at Oregon. So I don't think that offense is conducive of winning.
Real quick, you know where I put Dylan Gabriel on my top 5?
Where'd you put?
He ain't even ranked. I ain't even ranked him. I think this is the year of the running backs and defensive players.
I actually at my 5, I had just some defensive player. Like I don't know. Like
What defensive player do you have?
Well, I know. I literally wrote some defensive player.
Oh.
Now I have James Pierce Jr. He's like projected to be like top 5 from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, looking at the top, there's like Will Johnson from Michigan, and then there's that there's a cornerback from Michigan too. I'm blanking on his name. They're both like apparently amazing.
I thought Will Johnson was the cornerback from Michigan.
Oh, is Will Johnson the cornerback? Okay, well, there's Will Johnson. There's a lineman.
Yeah, there's a lineman. I don't know.
Okay. I was like, I think I'm the same person right now.
So yeah, no, I flipped that.
Sweet.
Wait. So do you have anyone else that you think could get it, David? You heard some of Sean and I's, or is it just your Oregon Ducks?
I do think Dylan Gabriel's the guy. I mean, there's obviously Quinn Ewers. Also Will Howard, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know how he's going to be. In that Ohio State offense, I just think there's too many question marks. I think he could win it with that team, but honestly, I didn't watch much of his football last year because what team was he on? Was it Kansas last year? Kansas State. Yeah, I didn't watch any Kansas State football. So.
I will say before we change topics, a quarterback to watch out for is Virginia Tech's Kyron Jones. He is 6'4", 240.
What the heck?
He's literally like Anthony Richardson and Joe Milton.
That's crazy.
You said he's on what team?
He's on Virginia Tech.
Interesting.
I guess there's one more person who I think could get it just because of team. Carson Beck has a chance getting because he's on Georgia. Period.
All right. Okay.
Because he's on Georgia.
I think he is the favorite to win it actually, but
he's the favorite.
If I see that man in the streets, bro, it's over. I don't care.
He'll kick you so hard.
I don't know. I don't think he could.
I'd probably do the same. I'd be. You take the right, I got the left. Yeah. Something like that. All right.
Right up in the middle.
His offensive linemen are about to come out of nowhere and just destroy us.
Okay, they would murder me. They would.
All right.
Okay. On that note,
transition.
Yeah.
We do a little bit of trivia. That'll be fun.
Insert the trivia spinning in the middle, like.
Oh wait, let me do something really quick. I don't know what sound this is. I probably should add to the screen when I did that, but I didn't. All right, we're doing the Weddle. So basically, and it's already halfway filled out, so maybe I should just do another one.
Even better.
Change to the pro.
The what?
Like the pro level one, the one that's offense and defense.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. I have so many things plugged into my computer right now that is like it's lagging bad. Oh, what? It just refreshed. It's fine now. All right, I have one guess in, but it's fine. All right, present.
Who's our starting guess?
Can y'all see my screen?
Not yet.
No.
Interesting.
Do you want me to run it? Because I can present.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, give me a sec. Here.
So
While we're doing that,
for our viewers,
oh,
what do you say?
were you about to say the same thing?
I was gonna explain what the Weddle was, but you can.
I was just gonna, it's been a while since we've talked to our many fans.
I believe I'm sharing.
David,
David, I think you have to do it. You see,
I
like,
added to the screen. Yeah, I do.
Oh, there we go. All right, everyone.
Okay. So, who do we want to go with for our starting player?
George Kittle.
George Kittle.
So this is the Weddle, where basically we try to guess every day. There's a different. So you can do it too. It's weddlegame.com, and you just you just guess players, and you're trying to guess the player that's for that day. So when Matt puts the first guess in, we'll explain more. All right, I'm locking in right now. Dang, that was a bad guess.
That was
Good job,
bad.
Sean.
Yes,
Bad.
division. So he's in the NFC, but it's not tight end.
So yeah,
It's not
George Kittle,
West.
San Francisco, NFC West tight end, who's
I
older,
think-
tall. And then the Weddle on this mode is only on offense, just for people so they know.
Okay, well then, if it's not him, it's gotta be like Rico Dow.
Gotta be who?
It's gonna be Rico Dow.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Yeah, you were completely wrong.
So Rico Dowdle, for those who don't know, is a Dallas running back.
Oh my God!
He
It's
was-
like if you could read the screen, it says Dallas and then running.
Well, and hey, some people are
Oh wait,
watching
yeah.
Spotify.
If you're listening
Come
at
on.
home,
Come on, Sean. Gotta help the guess out.
I forgot we have multiple platforms that you should follow and subscribe to. All of them.
All right, so it's not a tight end or running back. It's I bet it's a wide receiver though. NFC South. Oh wait, you should put Xavier Legette.
Okay, why are we wasting a guess?
That's a crazy one. Hey, so it's a wide receiver who is in the NFC North.
NFC North.
Who's in the door?
Packers, Bears. Well, let's go.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do wait. How tall and how young? So he's older than 23. Never mind. Let's do someone on the Packers.
I was about to say it's definitely a Christian Watson.
Well, is Watson older than 23?
Yeah, he's been in the league 2 years.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, he's not number. He's higher than number. He's number 9. Okay, it's in the North though. We already knew that. 25, wide receiver. I didn't realize Christian Watson was that tall.
Yeah,
I'm
6'4".
fucking shorter.
he's fast for being that tall.
Oh, did you hear that he has 2 different sized hamstrings?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was
After we do our
crazy,
fantasy
bro.
football draft, we're gonna have to do like an episode about fantasy football, and like
Mhm.
our like picks. Because I don't want to give my secrets away yet.
I don't want your secrets anyways, but sure.
Ooh.
All right. right. When you're doing the punishment of the milk mile or whatever it's gonna be.
Whoa, don't spoil it to the fans our intention.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, so
So,
that's why I said the fake one. Anyways.
who else do we got? We got Detroit, the Bears,
Is it
and
gonna
the
be
Vikings.
Amon?
Is it Amon Ra?
No.
It could be Amon.
Well, it's normal, so it's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that difficult. He's only
Dang.
6 foot.
He's also only 24. Dang, we're not doing.
So we got Bears and we got Vikings. So I think Justin Jefferson's too tall. Who's Jordan Addison? No, older than 24. Never
He's
mind.
short. He's short.
So wait, no, he is 25.
Who's 25?
Yeah, wait. So Bears. Is there any of the Bears receivers?
More,
DJ
but
Moore numbers in the single digits, right?
DJ Moore's re-signed a contract. There's no way he's 25.
He
Yeah.
keep going.
there's DJ
Oh, wait.
Moore, Keenan Allen,
So
and
it's gonna be a Bear or a Viking, yeah.
It's
So
a Viking.
Addison might fit this.
It's Madison's not.
He's that old, but we can
Yeah.
try it.
Oh, who's their third string?
That's a great.
KJ
question.
Osborne? Is he still on the Vikings or did he leave?
No, he's on the Patriots.
Oh
Where's
man.
Donovan Jones? Nah, he's been in the league too long. And we're
Should we just
pumping the
put
bag.
I mean, I'll put it. I mean, I'd put Jordan Addison, just
Okay, put-
or Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's not actually. Wait, it might be Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus.
Oh my, we just overthought that completely. Yeah.
We were given Addison, Osborne, like all the. It was just
All right, go Daily Hard.
Daily Hard.
Daily
Okay.
We gotta
So
send
Daily
this
Hard
one.
gives us 2 extra guesses.
And
Yeah, but it's offense and defense.
Well,
His special team.
I answered.
You
Yeah,
should-
we're special. Yeah, okay, Cordell Patterson,
we should go
Justin
Max
Tucker,
Crosby.
your favorite player.
Okay. So he's on defense.
Defense. He's
And
older.
AFC, and it's an olderish guy.
And less than 98 in number.
Well, that's really helpful, Sean. They got 97 other numbers to work with.
Who's like an older defensive guy.
Wait, so he's defense, not defensive lineman. So let's go with a cornerback.
Khalil Mack.
That's not a cornerback, but
Matt Milano.
But he's
Matt,
a
oh,
line.
Matt Milano's a good one. Okay, Buffalo AFC East, not a line. What's their White? Trayvon White? No, Tre'Davious White.
Oh, it's Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin.
No, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, no.
Wait, it's a DB. It might be Damar Hamlin.
Okay, it's.
I don't think it's
wait,
Damar
Hamlin.
Okay.
Okay, no, we're White.
He's 5'11.
Poyer.
Tre'Davious, I think, isn't it Tre'Davious White?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he changed teams? Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know about that either. Jordan Poyer.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Poyer's good.
Poyer.
Wait, is he still on the? He's on Miami.
Okay, this is awkward. Oh, I had no cursing. My bad. Anyways,
We both did it.
Podcast, Jesus.
really. We're gonna have like 100,000 viewers, so we should probably cut that out.
Who's their other safety? Micah Hyde? Is that them?
Oh yeah,
it's
Micah
high.
Hyde. Yeah,
If he's still on that team.
he retired.
It's not Micah Hyde.
Yeah, it's Micah Hyde.
It is high.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he retired.
Oh,
Wait, I'm gonna look it up.
Did they just get? Did they just get Johnson? Tremaine, not Johnson the third.
Johnny Johnson III. What a name.
Not that guy. John Johnson the third.
Is that actually your thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're lying to me.
No, I'm not.
Really?
I don't know if he's on that team, but I know he's a player.
Oh, wow, you're so helpful.
All right.
I don't have any ideas for this.
Oh,
They got a new safety in the offense.
Micah Hyde is a free agent. That's why.
Got it.
Okay.
I
They
have
just got a new
notes.
safety in the offense. Who do they have another cornerback? There's like Khair Elam, but he's younger than 20.
Isn't I don't want to spell that Elon.
It's like it just say Elam, yeah, but I don't think it's him. We can do it. YOLO. Brother, bro.
How many DBs from that have played for, or we've listed 4 DBs that have played for the Bills at least either now or in the past. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more.
It's probably someone they just traded.
This is first
John
of all, Weddle.
Johnson, the third in there. Put my boy John Johnson.
Sean, do you have any guesses?
Dude, I don't know NFL as much as I know college.
John Johnson.
Hey, we had 2 Rams DBs.
I knew he was a DB.
Okay.
Um,
I have no idea.
dang it, we kind of fumbled the bag on this one.
Yeah. Should we cut the segment to NFL?
Yeah, sure, 2 guesses in. We'll see. We'll take our L.
Taron Johnson. Oh wait, he's their slot corner, and I'm pretty sure he's actually really good.
I knew it was Johnson.
Oh, that's crazy. If that's what you're gonna go with.
All right.
You took a random guess.
All right. Fair enough. All right. So I guess now we can. Am I the one that takes this off the screen now? I think I am.
I've stopped
Or you
sharing.
just did. Cool. We're going back to this format. All right. Sick. All right. So now NFL. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Predictions for the NFL. So I want to hear y'all's Super Bowl matchups. What y'all
We're
got?
going straight to Super Bowl. We're skipping over to. Oh wow.
Wait,
I like
what
how
do you want
we're-
to talk about? We can talk about
We
whatever.
were in the playoffs for like the next episode, but we're already talking about the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, okay, talking about like this. Okay, that's actually a really good point. But the Super Bowl is different than the playoffs, you know what I mean? But so yeah, we can say that for next episode. Okay, how
We
about
can
just your
talk
Super Bowl
about
winner?
Super Bowl if you want.
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl this year?
Matt, you go.
Niners.
Cop out.
It's a cop out answer. My answer for their playing is not a cop out though. They're gonna play the Jets and beat the Jets in the
The,
Super Bowl.
the Jets.
Mhm.
This is ridiculous.
Dude, why did we invite him on?
I
Wait,
know.
kick off, please.
I could have
Oh,
made
yeah.
up some sorry excuse for content and take its place. Anyway,
Let me do what needs to be done.
are
Well,
you,
if I'm being realistic, the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes are going to win the Super Bowl again this year, but I don't want to be like that. So
I don't think they are
they are.
Why would they not? They literally got better.
because they're not because the Baltimore Ravens are winning the Super Bowl.
No, it's
I don't
as simple
think
as
they
that.
are.
Just
I
no.
think they're going to be better next year too.
The
Patrick-
Ravens are. You look at QB, you look at running back, wide receiver, tight end, the whole defense.
Well, wide receiver, I wouldn't look at.
They lost the best defensive mind in the entire world for football. Mike McDonald's gone.
Yeah, but they got Michael
Who they-
Orr
No,
You say Mike
from
Orr?
the Blind Side or whatever.
That's a good movie.
That is a good
Interesting.
like don't get me wrong. I think I actually have the Ravens as my number 1 seed, but that's sneak peek for next time. They're my number 1 seed, but they're going to lose in the playoffs.
Little sneak peek. I have the Panthers winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're not doing this. We could spend a whole episode debunking the Panthers.
Debunking the Panthers. No, honestly though, I think that's kind of what I wrote down. So I didn't actually have serious thought about it. So let me look at the team really quick.
What? You didn't put any effort into research? What?
The Panthers took a lot of effort, but I mean, honestly, I think it's going to be NFC Championship. I think it's going to be the same matchup, and I think the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl.
The Lions don't have a defense.
Yeah, they do. Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson's a monster.
They allowed like 30 points a game last year.
That's because they had the 2 games at the beginning of the season where they allowed like 50. It's fine.
Yeah,
What?
Their defense in the second half of the season was a lot better.
I also could see the Eagles coming back, being good. I know you don't like that, Matt, but I think the Eagles are going to be.
Well,
I feel like they fell off at the end of the year, but I feel like they're not actually that bad.
their roster is phenomenal. It's a matter of if they have any coaches, which Sirianni has already been in shambles.
I mean, they fired their offensive and did they fire their defensive coordinator too? So complete rework.
And they got
So,
my boy Cooper.
But I mean, if we're going to be completely honest, though, I do think I probably the Chiefs are going to win again. They're so much better than they're better than they were last year, and they won the Super Bowl. I don't hate the Jets pick. The Texans, I also feel like, but also Burrow's back. Okay, I can just go on and on about teams, but I'm gonna submit with the Lions. I think the Lions, because the NFC is way easier than the AFC, so I think they can get there, and then I think they can win. Be whoever. Dan Campbell, Super Bowl champion. Yep. All right. With that being said, what let's move on to the award predictions. Who do y'all think's win an MVP and all that stuff?
Do we want to do divisions or no?
I'm down to do divisions if y'all want.
Yeah, we could do divisions, and then we could do next episode playoffs and awards.
Either or works for me.
That works. I'm down for that.
Well, just because the divisions is probably going to take another 10,
you're not
15.
really
Did not get that.
David's Wi-Fi is literally
We can
gone.
let's just talk. Oh, is it actually really bad?
It's so bad.
Oh,
Oh, dang. Okay. My bad, guys. Honestly, might be on a hotspot, but all right. We have predictions.
Okay, just I don't know. Go to the
All right.
AFC East.
Yeah, I think one of us should lead this segment just because you're starting to static.
Sean, you got it.
Okay. Let's see. AFC East. Who do we have number one?
I've got the Jets.
I have the Dolphins.
I have Dolphins at 2. I think it's gonna be like one of them's gonna be one win ahead of the other. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, I have the Jets at 2.
Like I think Aaron Rodgers coming back is huge. The Jets fixed their offensive line. Fixed. It's better. Aaron Rodgers is that good. Like say what you want about him, he's still one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. And he's
No, I like Aaron Rodgers.
So their receiving core is really good. Their defense is phenomenal.
Defense is probably top 5 if they're all healthy.
When I make these predictions, these are all assuming no injuries.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think it's going to be the Jets as well. I think defense is really good. I think they even got even better. Whatever happens with Hassan Reddick, he's talking about he might play.
Oh,
Just need to sign him. But
I forgot about that. Yeah,
I'm sad they lost Bryce Huff, which is big. They lost Bryce Huff, and I'm sad about that.
Where's he at?
The Eagles, which I'm also really sad about.
That is insane. That Eagles have him.
I think, I got the Jets. And honestly, I think the Dolphins are going to be good too. But I think for second place, I think it's even more competitive. How do y'all feel about the Bills? Y'all really
I think the Bills are not going to be good.
I think sneak peek into fantasy. I think Josh Allen's going to be top 3 quarterback for fantasy.
Bust.
No, because he's a rushing quarterback and he's have to run more because their offense sucks.
True.
I agree with that. I also think he could be QB1 because their defense got significantly worse this year. I mean, they lost Micah Hyde, as we found out, just a few.
Breaking news: Micah Hyde
and Tre'Davious White.
Matt Milano got injured in practice. I don't know if it's anything major, but I mean that's a huge loss as well. So, that's a good point. I don't think the Bills are going to be in there. It's going to be weird if Josh Allen's not in the playoffs, though. I think he's been in the playoffs for so many years in a row now.
That's the thing. I don't know if they're making the playoffs.
It's Tua's era, though. So.
And one more concussion and that dude's gone. And that's that's not even trying to be rude. He needs to retire.
For his health. He's got a new haircut, though.
That's good. All right, let's move to AFC North. We're not talking about the Patriots.
No Drake May talk? No.
Not right now. We can talk about rookies, and we're just not talking about the Patriots.
All right, fair enough.
All right, AFC North. I got the Ravens at 1.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, me too.
One of my predictions for this year, though, every team in this division is going to finish above 500.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't believe in the Browns.
The Browns they have the best roster in football if you don't include quarterback.
If you don't
But the most
include the star spot, then you're good.
I think
if Deshaun Watson plays as a top 20 quarterback, this team is going to make the playoffs. And they are going to be scary to play against.
Wait, okay, then where do you have the Browns ranked?
the AFC is so good, though.
I have the Browns third in the division, but I also, again, sneak peek, have them making the playoffs. I have 3 teams from this division going to the playoffs. If the NFC East could do it a couple years ago, the AFC North can do it.
I don't like the Browns. I think the Steelers are better than the Browns. I think
the Steelers.
Yeah. I honestly, I like.
You guys are crazy.
I will put this on the board. Put this on the board. Russell Wilson is better than Deshaun Watson.
I don't care. I still think the Browns. Okay, I'll put it on the board. I'll bet both you a certain amount of money that the Browns will finish above the Steelers.
Money, yeah. How much money?
Name the price. I will bet that.
Wait. Off topic. We gotta talk about this after podcast.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. All right, cool. We should do like next episode or something, like right before the season. We should do like a betting episode, like a bets between ourselves.
All right, I guess I'm taking the off topic back on to the screen. I was kind of mentioning, but yeah. No, I was thinking we could have like.
All right, we should get back on topic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. All right. AFC South.
I'm playing, but
Texans.
You said what?
AFC South. I have Texans at 1.
This one's Texans 1, Colts 2, and I think the other 2 teams are bad. I think the Jags and the Titans are bad.
I think the Texans, like y'all said, run away with it. I don't think the Jaguars are gonna be that bad though. I think they lost so many. I'll look at the stat. My computer's like lagging, so I can't look it up right now. But the Jaguars, I feel like they lost so many close games last year that would have probably put them in the playoffs. So I don't think they're that bad. I think Trevor Lawrence, even though he's a Clemson guy, I think he's bound to have a good year. But I do think, I think for second place, it's them and the Colts. I think the Colts with Anthony Richardson, like if he turns out how he did the first 4 games last year, they could win the division. Honestly, like he did so good. What?
The Colts can't win the division because their defense is not the best.
I don't know. I think their defense is better than the Jags' defense.
No, the Jags suck.
Thank you.
The Texans are on like a pedestal of their own.
Yeah, in this division, yeah. Texans.
Like they won the division and like they got way better too. I mean, they got Daniel Hunter and Stephon Diggs. Like they're gonna be good. What division's next, Sean?
All right, let's go AFC West. Who's
Chiefs,
number 1?
Yeah,
Whoa. All right, who do you have number 2 though?
Chargers.
I have the Broncos.
No, the Broncos are last in this division.
Broncos are not last.
The Broncos are last in this division for
Chargers
sure.
are last.
No.
Yes.
No.
I got Raiders.
Okay.
Oh, this is
our first political debate.
I thought they were like the Raiders are like. I mean, they got Zamir White. They got Devontae. The only question mark, like the Browns, is quarterback. Their defense is good.
That's the biggest question mark you can have in football.
The funnel is better.
No. Who did you just compare the Raiders to the Browns?
Yeah, Max Crosby.
There's no way. Those teams are on different atmospheres, different planets.
Debatable.
The Browns are so much better.
I mean, they definitely are, but I think they're like
light years better. Oh, bye, Sean.
That's tough.
No, I'm here. My camera is unfocused.
I do think I do agree with you. The Browns are better than the Raiders, but I feel like the Raiders are they have a strong defense and they have a decent offense, and their main weakness is quarterback, which I do feel like is similar to the Browns compared to the Broncos and the Chargers, which I feel like have tons of weaknesses.
But the Raiders don't even have a strong offense outside of quarter. They have Devontae Adams. Name another player on that offense other than Devontae Adams.
Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers.
Oh, I forgot about Brock Bowers and
Michael Meyer.
and Michael Meyer. Okay, I like the 2 tight end set with them. I did forget about that.
I think
But,
if they start Gardner Minshew, they might win 6 games. They might win 6 games.
I thought you were about to say like something. Anyways, all right.
they have no offensive line. They have no running game.
But they have heart and spirit.
I do like their what's his name, Anthony something or other, Anthony, the coaching hire, Anthony Pierce. I like the coaching hire.
Oh, Antonio Pierce.
Or Antonio. Jeez, I can't remember anything. I'm bad with names.
No, he's probably like top 5. Like would want to play for coaches.
He's 2 behind Mike Tomlin probably.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the NFC. Let's start NFC East.
Eagles are at 1. I hate it here.
I think this is the most like.
I think this one's up for debate because I think the Eagles are 1, but I think the Cowboys, but also like low key, I feel like I could see the Commanders being really good.
No.
Yeah, let's go with the Commanders that didn't fix their O-line, but because we have a different quarterback, we're going to win 12 games.
They have
Commanders are going to finish behind the Giants. I'll bet
The
that
Giants are going to be better than the Commanders.
Yep.
I'll bet both of y'all on that one. I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, okay. After the show, we got some bets to talk about after the show.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, they got Austin Eckler, they got Brian Robinson, Terry McLaurin. They just got Dan Quinn for their defense, and then Cliff Kingsbury as their offensive coordinator. I think that's a sneaky good team.
Last time Cliff Kingsbury was in the NFL, what did he do?
Okay, listen. Cliff,
Yeah, he took Kyler Murray to the back room and just
ruined his career.
Kyler Murray's rookie year was his best year under Cliff Kingsbury. Jaden Daniels, rookie QB.
Okay, you're talking about one side of the football. I was a Commanders fan last year, and I watched their defense.
Because you're bandwagon, yeah.
Let me bandwagon the Commanders. That you never hear that.
All right. I do think they'll be better than the Giants. I don't think they're going to win the division, but they're going to be better than the Giants.
I think Jaden Daniels will be a top 10 quarterback, fantasy-wise, not.
We were about to.
But I think the reason why he's going to be top 10 is because they'll be down 40 points, and he's got to keep chugging.
Debatable.
All right, NFC North.
Lions.
Packers.
Bears on mine. No, I'm going with the Lions as well.
I've got Lions, Packers 1-2, obviously, and I think they're again separated by a game.
Yeah, I mean they're both making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both like the best teams in the NFC.
Yeah.
But I do think, especially after the JJ McCarthy injury, that's a huge loss.
I forgot they were in that division. Wow.
The Vikings aren't going to win it. I like the Bears in the future, but this year,
not the season.
I don't. This may be like a crazy thing to say, but I don't like that they picked up Keenan Allen.
Why not?
I don't think he's a long-term option with Rome Odunze there.
Well, I think that's the whole reason why they picked him up.
He's going to train Rome.
Like, he's older. He's not. I think he's like going to retire in the next like.
They're all in. Like they'll get 2 years out of him. They're all in the next 2 years.
I think Rome Odunze behind him is going to learn a lot. DJ Moore.
I think being all in for a 2-year period that you're not even going to make. I don't even think they'll make divisional rounds either of those years.
Oh, next year. Oh, okay. It all depends on Caleb, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's too early. Like, they're pretty much trying to put Caleb in the best position he can to succeed, and if that's getting a third number one, that's what they're going to do. Like a third option receiver, that's what they're going to do. I
agree with that. I think that, like you said, just for Caleb, that's the best thing to do.
If Caleb has a rookie season like CJ Stroud had a rookie season, this team will make the playoffs.
That's true, especially the NFC being weaker.
Mm-hmm.
I could see I could see those 3 teams making the playoffs.
Again, this is like on the stipulation that Caleb Williams does what CJ Stroud, which like no other quarterback that CJ Stroud has done in history and has that kind of rookie season. But
if anybody could do it this year, it's going to be Caleb Williams. He's in like the position to succeed. They literally like he might be have the best situation for a rookie quarterback.
Outside of Brock Purdy, yeah. Like outside of what Brock Purdy went into.
Yeah, not wrong. All right, Sean, what division?
Everyone's favorite dumpster fire, the NFC South.
All right, you already know what I'm just kidding now. I gotta be a little realistic. I'd probably say the Falcons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Falcons.
I think they're definitely the best.
But I do think the Buccaneers make the playoffs. And that's strictly because they get to play the Saints and Panthers.
Crazy, but I don't disagree with you.
The Bucs are going to lose to the Saints once every year. That's just a given. Even no matter how much better they are, they will lose once a year to the Saints.
I do think the one thing though with the Bucs that's going to be interesting and why I don't have them winning, because I do think they're obviously coming back with the most pieces, is I think Dave Canales is a huge loss. I mean, they call it QB whisperer. Hopefully, does that to Bryce Young, but
you're coping so hard.
But like Baker Mayfield had his best year last year with him as offensive coordinator. They lost, and so and also the Falcons. I mean, Kirk Cousins, Bijan, new offensive coordinator. I think they're going to be really good.
The Bucs did bring in for offensive coordinator, but it was pretty much Baker Mayfield's pick. It was a guy from the Rams that Baker Mayfield absolutely loved working with.
Oh, really?
So it's like, again, I'm really bad with names, but I think it was a guy that Baker really liked, so they were working with Baker on that decision, which is interesting. But he's not Dave Canales, so I'm in your boat.
Okay, bet. Yeah, we all said Falcons. I think that's a fairly easy pick for the most part.
Yeah. All right. NFC West.
This one's also nice.
49ers.
Yeah. All right. Who do we have at number 2? I feel like that's the big question.
Rams.
I have the Seahawks.
Hey, yeah, I got the Rams as well. Matt Stafford, Kyron Williams coming back, Cooper Kupp coming back.
I think the 49ers are in a tier, the Rams are in a tier, then I think the Seahawks and Cardinals are in the same tier.
No.
Yep.
Not that.
No.
Yep.
Who's
right.
who's the Cardinals coach right now?
Jonathan Gannon, who was actually really good, which no one thought was going to happen. But Jonathan, he's the old Eagles defensive coordinator.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I think the issue is like Kyler Murray.
No, I think Kyler Murray's going to have a pretty good season.
Who were their wide receivers last year?
Marvin Harrison's their receiver this year. I don't care about anyone else.
No, exactly. That's why I was saying, like, he was all right last year, Kyler Murray, but now he actually has a wide receiver. Last year they had, I think their number one was Michael Wilson or something.
Yeah,
or Michael Wilson or Rondell Moore or who are not number ones.
Isn't Rondell Moore out for the year?
Yeah,
that's tough.
Oh, they've got Trey McBride too, right? Who I really like. He
might be a top 5 tight end fantasy wise.
He's probably a top 8 tight end in just period, maybe even top 5.
Yeah, I'm excited for our fantasy draft. I think it's gonna be good. Have y'all been doing y'all's homework?
Always. What are you talking about? Of course.
All right, fair enough.
But
Sweet.
yeah, let's see. Is there anything we missed that I think is a good story? No, I think we have some good stuff. I don't know. I think we talked a lot of good stuff in those.
We talked a lot of good stuff. I guess current events. JJ McCarthy's out for the year.
Yeah, that's all. That's honestly trash. That's awful.
Yeah, no, that is really sad. Sam Darnold's gonna be their starter for the whole year.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
They're gonna get the number 1 player next year. I think they're gonna be.
I wouldn't be surprised if they trade for a quarterback.
No, they want to see JJ McCarthy, especially he is okay. Talk about all you want about him. He actually looks pretty good. He's actually pretty good.
Not trade, pick up a quarterback that gets released.
I think they're going to pick up a backup, but honestly, I think Sam Darnold's one of the better backups in the league. Anyways, but I don't know who their guy behind. Oh wait, didn't they get that A&M quarterback a few years ago?
Yeah, but he's
no. I know you're talking about. He's not good. He's gone.
Okay, he's gone. Yeah, okay. Then yeah, they might pick up a guy to be Sam Darnold's backup, but I think Sam Darnold's a decent backup. But All right. I think that's a good way to end it.
It's Kellen Mond. That was the guy's name.
Kellen
Yeah.
Mond, that's the guy. All right. Episode 1 of The Return.
Let's go.
In the books. Welcome
This
back.
is the end, or the beginning.
Something like that. All right. That's all. Keep standing
Bye,
on square.
guys.